So I guess the other video that I uploaded before I uploaded that second one got deleted. So today when I woke up, I was sitting here contemplating what am I gonna talk about today to y'all, and situation occurred this morning, and well, forgiveness, and understanding forgiveness. Now, I was given information this morning that the old me would have taken and raised all kinds of craziness. But because of the grace of my higher power, I was able to be more rational than I assumed. Yes, I cried. Yes, I yelled. I did what normal folks do when they have something happen. Now, with that being said, I've always been the type of person that tries my best to understand why things happen and why it occurs. Like, I guess it's the same thing. So, yeah, I had to face some hard truths this morning, not because of me, but because of my other person, the person I love very much. I had to face some hard truths this morning, and it was brought to my attention because this person felt the need to throw the monkey, the wrench, the whole shebang into the mix out of spite, vindictiveness, hatred, whatever the reason, they felt they needed to extend that to me, which, I'm very grateful, because now, I'm stronger because of it. And person I love, he's scared, he's nervous, he's concerned about things and how things are going to be between us now that the truth is out. Well, the truth comes out a little at a time. And that's one of the catch lines from Miranda Lambert's White Liar. Truth comes out a little at a time. That song. But anyway, I love this man more than life itself. And I forgave this man because I know that if I do not forgive this man, and it's not to justify his actions and the choices he made, it helps me grow as a person. So, I wake up and I'm like, well, what am I going to talk about today? I wonder. And then my phone goes off. And of course, I get a dreaded message about stuff that had happened between the guy that I love and somebody else. And I'm like, all right. Yeah, I was a little frantic. I was upset. Called out. I called and reached out to a friend of mine. And she gave me her insight and her advice. And she tried to see me she tried to help me see the rational side of the situation. This was bound to happen. It's possible that this person is just trying to stir the pot on purpose to create problems between me and Michael. Well, come to find out, that was not the case at all. It actually, shit happened. Pardon my French, but yes, stuff happened, and it was actually validated through his mouth. So, with that, I had a choice. I could have sat here and said, okay, you know what? Fine. This happened, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to do this, this, and that. And I could have been spiteful and hurtful or whatever. No, that's not what I needed. Before I called this woman, I called out to my higher power, and I was like, please, I need your help with this. I need your comfort. I need your understanding. I need your grace. I need you to hold me, to keep me, to help me. And that's what happened. My higher power is an amazing, amazing power. It's a constant reminder that no matter what happens, whether it be good or bad, he's always around. So, with that being said, I went over to his house, and I sat and I confronted him, and he admitted it. And he admitted what had happened was actual truth. And throughout that whole process, this is like this this weight lifted up off my chest and off my shoulders. And yeah, I was crying. Yeah, I was upset. And I was asking that question, why? But at the same time, it helped me to realize when people hurting real bad, like really bad, they tend to lash out and grab things that they think are going to make them feel better, when in reality it don't, especially if it's toxic, especially if it's hurtful, painful, because they're hurting that bad. And so, I asked my questions to better understand, even though I already knew the whole purpose of what had happened. And I come to realize that this past week wasn't nothing to do with me. It had nothing at all to do with me. It had no relevance to me. It wasn't about me. I was trying to make it about me, but honestly, it wasn't really about me. It was about two people making a decision and there was no regard to consequences of those choices. And today showed how strong of a woman I actually am. Today showed how grown I've come, like how far I've grown and how far I've come in my life. And to sit there with, a calmness about me and not this rage and hate and wanting to be spiteful, vindictive, and all that. I really surprised myself today. And so I can honestly sit here and say that, I'm proud that I did not take my place, like take myself to a place that I know that I usually go to when things are happening. And sorry, my leg was itching. Just people that are thinking otherwise. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is be very careful with how you handle life when it throws wrenches in your pot. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to feel certain ways about certain things. It's okay to not be okay, and that's okay. So with all that jive, I sat and I thought, and I came to terms and accepted that, what, this was bound to happen. This is gonna happen. This did happen. Now what I do with all that makes a difference. Now I forgave him. Like I said, I did forgive Michael. And it wasn't because it's justifying what he did was right. It was, I needed that. I needed to express that love and show him what true love is, what real love is, what it's like to be loved wholeheartedly, even if you mess up. And for most women, I'll tell you right now, if they was in my situation, no, things would not be that way. They would not have gone down that way. Now, I'm not saying every single woman in this world is redneck crazy, but I tell you what, I'm very proud that I actually thought this through and made a choice. And I'm confident in my choice, and it's just the weirdest thing. I'm calm about this whole situation, and just because I'm understanding something don't mean I have to like it. And that's applied to a few things in my life, but for the most part, I can't grow with this man if I can't learn to let it go and learn to forgive for what has been done. It talks about in scripture about how if you smite one cheek, may I turn so you can smite the other. And, a lot of people take that out of text and they have their explanations or whatever. Well, I'm a strong believer you don't go off and hurt someone that's hurt you, because it doesn't solve, two wrongs don't make a right. It don't. And instead of dragging this man through the mud and the muck and making him feel worse than he already is, because he's beating himself up plenty, he's doing that on his own. I decided to embrace this man with my heart and express to him that I love him, and he is what I see for the rest of my life. He is my mate. He's the one I've chosen. Now I'm saying not all relationships are perfect. Not everybody gonna be this ideal person, because everything takes work. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes a lot of things to make something work. Now, I know that if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. But if something is broke, by God, you got to try to fix it, or at least make the effort to mend it. Because if you don't, it's just going to stir up more, and it's going to make things worse, and it's gonna cause more damage than good. And with me, I've done that so many times, where instead of fixing the problem, instead of facing that reality, owning that, being acceptable, accountability. There's that word I was looking for. I've learned that if I am not accountable for my actions and things I do, how can I fix it? How can I make it better? How can I go on, go forward, move on, etc., etc.? Well, I really am grateful. I am so grateful for who I am, and I am grateful for my constant expression of concern and love, and just that heart that you hardly find. And when life gives you lemons, you slice them up, squeeze them up, make lemonade. And life has handed me a pretty sour pot of, I guess the word would be manure. So I'm going to take that manure that just got handed in my lap, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to use that to plant a garden. I'm going to use that to help our relationship grow, and I'm going to help him understand that all his fears he's having right now with our relationship, and assuming that things are just going to turn crazy shit, I'm going to show him that there's something greater in this world than ourselves, and just keep on keeping on. I love him more than life itself, and I'm willing to go the distance. I'm willing to show that. I'm willing to express that. No matter what comes our way, that as long as we're together and we're doing team effort, we can overcome anything. This is the first time for me to ever be put in a situation where I'm calm. 9 times out of 10, I'm redneck crazy, and I just get all over the place, and it's just not good for nobody. And then I feel stupid afterwards, and I decided to take a different perspective and route on this situation. And I love that man from the bottom of my heart, and I will continue loving that man from the bottom of my heart, even though he may not feel the same about himself. I still love him. I still care. It takes a great person to see past someone's flaws and accept them for who they are. For every ounce of mistake or pain that they're causing because they're hurting so bad. People tend to do that when they're hurting. They tend to want to hurt others because they're hurting. I know that all too well. And for now, my life is the way it's supposed to be. My energy, my zen, all that's supposed to be like this because it's helping me to grow. And growth is painful. I ain't gonna lie, that is like, whew, that's a knife and a blade stuck in your side. That is very painful. Now, I wasn't raised to sit there and cry over spilt milk. And yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot I curled my eyelashes earlier. But I'm a product of my raising, and that raising is you get up, get knocked down, you get up, dust stuff off, and you keep on going. You don't cause more destruction and more damage to the things that you care about. You find a way to fix it. You find a way to make it work. You do everything in your ability to keep on. And don't let others tell you otherwise. Because, yeah, a lot of people going to have something to say about this whole situation, and that's alright, because that's how they feel, and that's fine by me. I'm alright with that. But when it boils down to the end of the day, my choices are my choices. My life is my life. Can't be living my life for others just to make them happy. I gotta live my life for myself and make me happy, because that's what really matters. And I think a lot of people tend to forget that. They tend to lose sight of that, track of that, it's your life. You live your life the best way you can, and you do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. So, I am who I am. I love who I am. I never should have lost sight of that to begin with. And life is good. Life is really good. And this is a minor setback, and that's okay. Because ain't nobody perfect. Life's gonna hit you when it hits you, and it's all on you. It's what you want to do and how you want to get back up. If you want to get back up fighting, that's fine. If you want to get back up and just go on and just not even bother with it, that's fine too. That's quite alright. Man, I like the sun, and I don't like that we're coming into the winter. It's like after 21st, we gonna be cold. I cannot deal with cold. I like the sun. I like the tropical weather. I'm a reptile. That's just in my nature. But I haven't got to show y'all. Let me see if I can do it. Probably not. But these little babies right here, I've been feeding them since I moved in, on account of they're strays. And my heart always goes out to animals like that. Like, they ain't got nobody to take care of them. So kind of grew on me, and that's what I do. And life is too precious. Life is too short. Don't ever lose sight of that. So I love you, Michael J. Pino. I love all you viewers that do view. May not be a lot right now, but that's okay. I love that I can turn to y'all in a time of need and express myself, and not feel that I'm gonna be torn down. But anyways, y'all have a blessed afternoon. It's Friday after all, y'all. So thank God it's TGIF. Anyways, y'all have a blessed afternoon. I'm pretty sure I'll come back on here and talk to y'all later about something different. But God bless. Be safe. Stay true to yourself and love one another. And remember, this too shall pass.